I'm here today with Meg, who just recently got admitted to HBS. Congratulations.
Thank you, Vince.
I love making videos with former students to learn about what worked really well for you. So, first of all, tell us about MBA. When did you first think of getting an MBA degree?
When I entered my current company, I had many mentors and boss who were graduates of MBA schools. And in our mentoring sessions, they always told me what a transformational experience it was for them. That's why initially I got interested in pursuing a degree. But that idea became much clearer to me when I started my own nonprofit group called Sparkle in year 2013. I faced so many challenges I had to overcome. And that's when I really decided and also pushed myself to commit to prepare for the application process.
So, where did you apply, and what were your results?
I applied to HBS, which was my dream
You
school.
applied round one everywhere, right?
Round one everywhere, yes.
Uh-huh.
HBS was my first priority, and also Stanford, Wharton, and Kellogg.
Great. And how did it work out?
I got into four schools. I got into three schools. Did not get invited for interview for GSP.
Stanford. I've never heard of that school. Um, so, as I already said, this is not a question, but you decided to attend HBS.
Yes.
Maybe for my viewers, it's obvious why, because as I just said, but
Yep.
I'd love to hear your reasons why you chose HBS over those other options. You had a lot of good options.
Definitely. I am so thankful for so many people's support. But HBS was my absolute number one priority because of several reasons. And one reason is that what I HBS is a challenging environment, I think. Highly vocal. People say it's not competitive, but it can be, I think. And I have to speak up, express my ideas in case method. It's not going to be easy for me, but I think transformation of yourself takes really long time. It's a difficult process, so I have to put myself in a challenging environment. And for me, that's HPS. And second reason is the community, people at HBS. I'm interested in career education for tech, and there are so many leaders who are graduates of HBS that are in tech, also in Japan. So I wanted to join
Career
that community.
education for tech. Tell me more about that.
Okay, that's my passion, but I truly believe that engineering sector should have more women, especially in Japan. So I have been, and I want to educate more female students, especially in junior high, high schools, to learn more about coding, how fun it is to build careers in tech, and also I want to inspire them to join tech industry one day.
You're in the tech industry,
I'm in the tech industry. That's right.
and you've done very well. So that's a good logic. So tell me about your application methods. What worked really well for you? So-called best practices in the overall process.
Yeah. So for me, it was not an easy process. Overall, it took me a year and a few months, and it was not easy at all. For anybody who's watching this and suffering, I've been there, and it was not easy. For I think the first process that you go through is a test score making, and it was not easy for me. I had to take TOEFL and GMAT, but it took more than that.
Did you ever consider GRE? Sorry, that's a surprise question, but
I did not consider GRE,
it's not
but
so popular here in Japan.
it doesn't seem like it. I have friends who are studying and who have been successful with it, but I did a GMAT because I did not know much about GRE back then, and I could have shifted to GRE if I did not make, you know, if I could not have scored well in GMAT. But for me, successfully, and finally, I was able to score with GMAT, so I didn't have to do that.
What are some other best practices? Sorry, I interrupted.
For test score making, I want to say one more thing.
Mm.
If possible, make it to a short-term a short marathon, because marathon is not long. I mean, not short, but try to make it a short term thing. It took me, I don't know, maybe it took me 4 or 5 months, but really committing yourself, devoting yourself to study 8 hours every single day for a long time. It's so hard and it's not fun.
Using official guide, using teachers, using both,
Yeah,
online teaching.
I did it both.
Yeah.
I did
yeah.
it both.
Just OG is hard, right? Just the official guide.
Just the official guide seems hard, but
do you have friends that didn't pay for test prep for GMAT? I've heard of it. It's becoming increasingly common, but I don't know in Japan.
I mean, this is my friends and also Japanese students, but they all used some kind
Somebody.
of schools tutoring.
Got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So make it a short-term process if possible, because committing yourself to study for so long is hard. So I would also advise to take, if you're taking GMAT multiple times, I think you can get 2 weeks in between.
Yeah.
Until you take the next test.
It just changed the rule, yeah.
Yeah.
The rules keep changing, but yeah, now it's
Okay,
2 weeks,
that's
every 2
that's
weeks.
the case. Okay.
Yeah.
So when I was at the point where I felt confident to take the test, but when I felt it was gonna depend on luck, kind of, in order not to consume my energy, and also to be done with it soon, I always booked it once 2 weeks, so I can continue this momentum. So, and I can keep doing it and just be done with it, and that for me works out well because I had to build up to the level where I'm just confident to score.